Alors, je voudrais que vous puissiez faire un tonnerre d'applaudissements pour notre invité surprise, qui nous vient des États-Unis. Il a atterri hier. Alphaeus Anderson. Ce matin.
Hello. Bonjour. 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 Hey guys, first time, well, actually second time here in Geneva, and wonderful place full of chocolate and cheese. Back at home around 2000, maybe 2000, between 2014 and 2015, there was a gentleman back in South Carolina.
Dans l'année 2014-2015, dans une ville dans la Caroline du Sud, il y avait un jeune homme.
I called him a gentleman, but he was far from a gentleman.
Je l'ai dit gentiment, gentleman, mais il était loin de cela.
He went into a church.
Il est entré dans une église.
Prayer was going on.
Les gens étaient en train de prier.
Enjoying each other.
Les gens s'appréciaient les uns les autres.
Fellowship.
Il y avait la communion fraternelle.
And studying God's word.
Et l'étude de la parole de Dieu.
This man went into this church and shot almost everybody in the church.
Ce jeune homme est entré dans cette église et fusillé, et il a presque tué toutes les personnes dans l'église.
Even the pastor who has 2 daughters, guys.
Même le pasteur qui a laissé derrière lui 2 filles.
And this man was interviewed and he wanted to start a race war.
Et suite à l'interrogation de ce jeune homme, on a appris que
in my state, in South Carolina.
Il a voulu provoquer une guerre entre les races.
But what the enemy meant for evil,
dans mon état, l'ennemi a voulu quelque chose pour du mal.
Guys, God is going to get the glory.
Dieu va avoir la gloire de cette situation. Parce que dans ma ville de Charleston, les gens se sont unis autour de cet événement.
And out of tragedy,
et au-delà de tragédie,
you get songs like this, Change the World.
Ce chant est né, Change the World.
When you start with your neighbor,
alors vous commencez avec votre
you can
voisin.
change the world.
Vous pouvez changer le monde.
Racism, trafficking, bullying. When you start with your neighbor, you can change the world.
When I walk by the homeless, I'll give a helping hand. When I see someone who's hurting, you can count on me.
When you see someone who's crying, I'll try to cheer them up. When I see somebody sad, I will make them smile.
Change the world.
Change the world. Change the world.
When we start
with a neighbor, we change the world.
Change the world. Change the world.
when we start
with a neighbor, we change the world.
it's simple. When we start with our neighbor, we can change the entire world. When I see someone who's thirsty, offer him a drink. When I see someone who's hungry, you can count on me. When I see someone who's lonely, offer them a hug. When I see someone who's sick, she can count on me. Change the world.
Change the world.
Change.
Change the world. When we start with a neighbor, change the world.
Yes, lift it up, change.
Change the world. Change the world.
When we start
with a neighbor, change the world.
let's unite. Let's come together.
up, taking hands
Yes.
up. Don't shoot, officer. Sorry, you're mistaken.
Big
It's a
words.
big word, B.I.G. Don't let them stop you. Start with your brother, that's the least you can do. Don't walk by your neighbor, excuse me, like he ain't dead. Treat him the way you wanna be treated. Give him a hug, a smile. Let's go down, whatever you can spend.
The way you wanna be treated.
You gotta treat
Others the way you wanna be treated.
You gotta treat
Others the way you wanna be treated.
You gotta treat
Others the way you wanna be treated.
You gotta treat
Others the way you wanna be treated.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Tell me what it means to me. Yes.
The way you wanna be treated.
Sopranos, treat.
Treat others
Yes.
the way you wanna be treated.
Unison, treat.
Treat others the way you wanna be treated.
Everybody clap like this.
Cambiare il mondo, cambiare il mondo.
Come on, get your lights up. Get your lights up for me.
Empiezas con tu vecino.
Let's change the world one at a time. Yes. Change.
Change the world.
One at a time. When we start with our sisters
When we
in
start
China,
the
in Africa,
when we start
in Switzerland, in Texas,
when we start
South Carolina,
when we start with our neighbor.
change the world.
Change the world.
Let's change.
Change the
Yes. Love your neighbor as yourself. Guys, can you give somebody a hug? Let's start there. Give somebody a hug. You gotta treat others. Lift it up. The way you wanna be. Come on, can you lift it up, young people? Treat others. Come on, teenagers. I see you. No more bullying across the world. No more racism. Love, peace. You gotta treat others. No more divorce. You gotta treat others the way you wanna be treated. Treat others the way you wanna be treated. Treat others the way you wanna be treated. You gotta treat others the way you wanna be treated. All around the world, change.
Cambiare il mondo.
Stop, clap for me, guys.
Cambiare il mondo.
Let your light shine one more time. One more time, guys.
Empiezas con tu vecino. Cambiare il mondo.
Change the world.